And no, this thing hasn't gone anywhere. It's still here, has not even left my drive. Hey, everybody, all my followers, be welcome to another video. If you do follow the channel, you've seen this car, probably the previous video, and if you watched it, you know there was an issue with it that I never seen it happening, and therefore I could not really attempt to fix it because, well, I've explained the car came with a completely dead battery. We put another battery, a brand new battery, and the car never did nothing here yesterday, never acted up. And this morning the guy came at 10 o'clock to pick up the car, and straight away he started up. Within 10 seconds, boom, he shuts off. So that's the issue with the car. By the way, S-Max 2009 with the 2-liter diesel engine. So this came to me with this problem, which is randomly it shuts off, and when it shuts off it comes up with a, well, I'll show you the code in a second. But on the screen it shows engine malfunction, and once that happens you just turn the key off, start it up, and it starts straight away. And then sometimes it stays for a little bit longer, sometimes it shuts off again within 10-20 seconds. If you are driving, it drives absolutely fine. Yesterday I had this here all afternoon. I've been working on it, as you probably have seen for the other video, this video here, which I will leave a link in the description below if you guys are interested to watch it. And as you guys have seen on that video, I've drove this thing around, I had it here idling forever, and nothing would happen. It was absolutely perfect. As I said, this morning the guy came. As soon as it started up, he did it straight away. So I grabbed the maxi seals, gave it a quick scan, and I've seen what the code is doing, or what the code is being thrown onto the ECU, and that's what we're going to do now. I'm going to show you what it is. Unfortunately, I had it here idling, tried to see if I would do it again. I already started and stopped it a few times, but it doesn't do it. It's just here idling now, fine, no problems at all. So I can't just be here waiting for it to happen, because yesterday, guys, it never happened, and I had this here for about 3 or 4 hours working around this, and it never happened. So, you know, I can be here the rest of the afternoon, never gonna happen, and I can't just do that. So we're just gonna move on, attempting on a fix. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, oh well, we'll have to dig a little bit further. But let's go in there and I'll show you exactly what's going on. So first of all, I have IDS already plugged in, and there is a reason why I have IDS plugged in, because this being a 2009, I might get away with this. Maybe, I don't know, we'll have to give it a go and hope for the best. But before I do, let me show you the codes. Obviously I've cleared the codes in the morning when the guy was here, but the code are still saved on here. So if I show you there, you can see the VIN number in there. Okay, it's a Ford, is a Ford S-Max. Sorry, this is the S-Max, by the way, 2-liter diesel. That's the VIN number 36539. If I show you in there, 36539, actually in there. So just so you know, it's the exact same car, and I still have on the test, the code is there. So the code that is throwing is P0605 internal control module read only memory error. Okay, that's the code it throws, and yeah, as I said, it shuts off, and then you start it up, and it's fine. So I have a feeling, I might be wrong, that's a corrupted software on the ECU. I'm hoping it is, and what we're going to do is attempt to reprogram the module. Okay, I'm going to use IDS, as I said, because this being an old car, I might going to get away with it, but we're going to have to give it a go. But the first thing we're going to do, obviously, is shut this thing off, key on, and on IDS we're going to go to, I think it's here, yeah it is, module programming. Let me see if this version of IDS can do it. This is a really old version, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to know. Boom, look at that. So it's telling me this is my current version, and that's the upgraded version. Okay, so there is an updated version. So it's asking me if I want to program it. Yes, I do. So what I'm going to do, so as you can see, is version 86. I think you are now on version 120 or something like that, or 130, whatever that is. Really old version. Anyway, but it does have an updated software. That's all I want, is reflash this with a different software or an upgraded software. See if that solves anything. But before that, let's going to put the battery maintainer on this thing, because last thing we want is for the battery to get low during programming. So I already had the jack here on the floor, because I thought if I can't do that, I'm gonna pull the ECU out and I'm gonna do it on the bench. But looks like we might gonna get away. Let's gonna do that and then proceed with the programming. There is charging. So key is on. Let's gonna proceed with a yes. Let's gonna try to do this. To transfer the learned diesel particle field parameters from the old module to the new module. Is the original module installed? Yes, it is. For connected module configuration, vehicle battery, blah blah. The module is about multi-internal module locations. In program I see multiple graphics indicating synchronous module location. Okay, that's fine. So laptop is charging, plugged in, battery maintainer is plugged in, everything is plugged in, all the cables are proper secured. Just gonna press confirm, ignition to off. Set the ignition to on. Engine malfunction, that's fine. That's just IDS doing what it's got to do. Okay, so now that was actually the warning that was coming up when the engine was shutting down. Was exactly that warning, that triangle with the engine malfunction. But at the moment we're going to allow it to do the programming and then we'll go from there. And it's nearly at the end, about 3 minutes or so, maybe 4, if that. Okay, so ignition came back on. It's still saying engine malfunction, but not too worried about that for the moment. Do I need just to press OK, I'm guessing. Turn ignition off. We came up with a service oil in there. Okay. We're gonna allow, when you do these steps, at least I always try to follow to the T, because you don't want to mess things up. So ignition back on, service oil, so that's fine. That's the only thing coming up. We'll press OK. Actually the oil is gone now, don't know if it's going to come back. This is something that the programming is still dealing with, transferring old stuff from the. Please wait while data is collected. We'll wait, no problem. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So your codes might have been set during blah 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 blah. So we just need to run on them self-test to clear all the codes. Okay, so we're going to do has been loaded and checked. Okay, that's fine. Press OK. The software was downloaded successfully. Please follow the reset cam. Cam is key. Reset cam. Not sure. Reset cam. Okay, we'll do a reset cam, no problem. So date of the programming, PCM part number, blah 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 blah, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. Don't need to worry about that. Okay, so we need to reset cam. What's that? Reset cam. Okay, let me find where that is, then we'll do that. Okay, found it. It's under service functions. Reset cam, there it is. So we'll do that procedure, it's not a problem. Let the values back to normal settings. Oh, okay, that's what it is. Okay, that's fine. Yes, yes, please. Ignition is on. Switch to off. I haven't attempted to start it after this, so I don't even know if it's running. I'm hoping it is. Okay, that's fine. I think I don't need to do anything else. That was the only thing that asked me to reset, so that's the only thing we did. Now I want to go back and do a self-test. I think it is all modules. So we'll do this, which is I want to reset the entire car. So this, I think, should go through all the modules. As I said, because during the programming, the module kind of goes offline. So obviously all the other modules that try to communicate with the PCM, they're going to fail. They're going to set codes, or they can set codes. So obviously we want to clear all of that so we can start again with a fresh canvas, just in case if the problem's still here and we still need to do something about this. But I'm hoping this reprogramming of the PCM is going to fix the issue. So there you go. So all these U codes, there we go. So we're going to clear all these codes. We're about to clear. Yes, that's fine. Should go through everything and clear all the codes. Right. Let's wait, and then we're going to attempt to start it. See if it starts okay. It's reading the codes again, see if there's any codes that comes back. Now, maybe, obviously, this is version 86 of IDS. Might be that there is even a more recent software update for this. I don't know. But this at least is higher than the one that was in there. And hopefully, and that was the whole idea, if is the software on this was corrupted, by writing this new one, you will correct that issue. Even if this is not the latest version, doesn't really matter. So everything is passed. There we go. So that's there you go. So that was the codes that were cleared. Failed, that's equipment that probably doesn't exist on this car. That's why it says fail. But everything is passed. That's fine. So now we're going to close this module here. Close that module. We're going to close these service functions as well. How do you close this? Ah, it's at the bottom, sorry. Is there. We're going to exit that, and we're going to exit the module programming as well. Okay, so now let's gonna cycle the ignition. This is the moment of the truth. Actually, let me disconnect the battery maintainer. There's no point, or the charger, whatever you want to call it. There's no point to have it here now. There we go. Now this is the moment of the truth. If it starts. Right, let's go. Perfect, started straight away, no problems. It's still coming up with that engine oil though. Don't know if you need to reset that, maybe, not really sure. But it started, but now this is the problem. I can't tell if it's fixed or not, because, oh well, it was not doing it all the time either. So I think the only thing I can say now, guys, is I'm gonna deliver this. Am I gonna keep it here for well, actually, I might tell the guy to come and pick it up, because he's going to be able to test it way more than me. I'm working tomorrow and Friday, which means throughout the day I'm not going to be able to do anything, and the guy's going to drive these every day and he can test it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to check this oil thing if it needs resetting, if it's going to come up again. Let me see if it comes up again. Yeah, service oil. Obviously that was not there before, so we're going to do a service reset on this thing before I send it away. But that's what we're going to do. I'm going to tell the guy to take it, and if you want to know if there is a fix, I think you're going to have to go in the description below, and I will update in due course. Obviously, as you guys know, is about 2 years delay on my video, so by the time you're going to see this video, I will 100% know if it's fixed or not. If it's not fixed, I will just carry on recording from here, I guess, and we'll go from there, really. But that's what it is for this video. So, with no further ado, nothing special, I know, but I do hope you enjoyed the video. Maybe you learned something. If you do still have any questions or any comments, you do know exactly how it works, just put them below. And like always, thank you for watching.